Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Minky Fingered Cat, and I'm going to make an easel card. I grabbed a Christmas pad of papers that I got with a magazine, and off the top of my head I can't remember which one it was. It might be Creative Stamping Magazine. Anyway, they're quite vintagey looking papers, and what you see me do at the moment is just do some cut apart parts, but anyway, we'll move on. So I'm going to make an easel card, and this is part of my design team contribution for the Back to Basics and Beyond challenge blog, where our challenge for this fortnight is to make an easel card, and it's been ages since I made an easel card, so I thought, do you know what, the best way of probably doing a how to do it is to do a little video. So as you can see, I'm just sort of cutting apart some pieces of paper, and I'm just going to randomly design a card base using these papers. So we've got a few different kinds of pieces of paper, and I'm just sort of deciding what I want as my focal image, etc. They're really lovely papers, and I ended up making 4 cards in total. Only one of them is on this video, the rest are all over on the blog. 3 pretty much using the same idea as this, and the other one making it a slightly different one and making it horizontal. So I'm quite happy with that at that point, but I feel like it needs an embellishment, so I decide, yeah, we're going to have a little wooden embellishment. So time to stick everything together. I'm using my ATG, which causes me no end of trouble really, because I seem to either constantly be running out or it seems to jam, so I'm not quite sure what I do wrong with it, but never mind. Everybody else seems to have no problems using their ATGs, but not me. So at this point I'm going to use my glossy accents to stick down my little snowflake, little wooden snowflake, which is not the most sensible of ideas because I'm going to turn this into an easel card now. So I now need to cut a card base. Oh, sorry, first of all I'm making an insert for inside the card. I don't quite know where I've disappeared to now. I've probably gone to go and get the cardstock, so apologies, this is probably a bit boring. And for some unknown reason I came out with a yellow that I thought was more muted than it was, but the craft is much better. Okay, so I've slid it down now so you can see it in real time. So it's a piece of A4 cardstock. I'm going to cut it in half down the centre at 10.5 centimetres. Then I fold it over to create my card blank, which will be a top folding card blank. Okay, then I need to, so I decide that yes, it's going to fit and it's going to look okay, but now I've decided, yeah, it needs to be into an easel card. So I'm going to take that other half and cut that in half. So that's now going to be, if I turn the card the right way around, cut in half, and I know it's just off the camera, I'm sorry, but it's at 14.9 centimetres. Okay, so that's now the same size as the front of my card. Because I've got that embellishment drying on it, rather than adhere to the, rather than adhere the tape to the back of that panel, I'm having to do it backwards, so I'm having to adhere it to the front of that panel. I hope that makes sense. So now I've got a card topper that's exactly the same size as the front, and now I'm just folding one flap off the card blank in half and scoring that, so that now I can add that on, and that will then become like an easel. So I'm double checking that it all fits and it's all okay, and now I'm going to add the tape just to that bottom part, not to the whole of it, just to the bottom part, and then you have to line it up nicely. There we go, and stick it down. Press it nice and firm. I of course have moved my snowflake because I've been fiddling with it, which is why it wasn't a good idea to do that first. And now I've got most of my easel mechanism done. What I need now is something as a stopper to work on the inside. So I'm going to speed myself back up again and construct the inside. So the inside, I'm just creating a panel for this one, which now I've thought about it, later on I'm going to have to do something slightly different in order to make sure people can write on it, because it's quite a dark paper I've used, but never mind, I'll put some cream on or something. And now I'm going to create the thing that's going to be my little stopper. So I've got a piece of the cardstock and a piece of paper that coordinates. It's just a scrap, to be honest, and that's going to sit on the bottom there once I have stamped a sentiment onto it. So the idea of the stopper is it's something that's slightly raised that's going to stop the card from sliding closed and means that it can actually stand up like an easel. So I've got some, I think there might be Dove Craft stamps, and it's quite a nice sort of vintage type font, and I thought that worked quite well with the vintage type papers and the font on the front. And I'm using my Mossy Meadow ink because it's again coordinates with that dark green that's on the front to stamp that. And then I'm going to stick my little sentiment down onto the card topper, and then I'm going to use some foam tape. So these are little foam tabs, I think they're just Hobbycraft ones, yeah, Hobbycraft ones. And this gives a little bit of dimension to that little stopper, which is going to make it easy. And then I almost put it on upside down and then I remembered. So now the easel works. There we have it.